Hello, this is Top Korea Tour and we're making videos of Seoul tours, and this episode is about Yongsan. Geographically, Yongsan is located between Mountain Namsan and Han River. It is a perfect location according to Korean Hungsu, a theory that finds the perfect location to live. Namsan is a small mountain. It will take 20 minutes to get to the peak. You can also take the cable car to get to the peak. Government built the telecommunication tower in 1971 because it is located in the middle of Seoul. Because of that, the view of Seoul from Mountain Namsan is the best. If you go to the tower, check out the restroom. View from restrooms are amazing. There is a revolving restaurant at the tower. The food was excellent. It was so good and delicious. And the view was constantly changing. It almost took 1.5 hours to make a complete revolution. We highly recommend this restaurant. There are many hotels located near Mountain Namsan. We stayed at one of the hotels and we loved the view of Mountain Namsan and Seoul Tower. We also love the swimming pool at the hotel. There are two interesting villages located near Mountain Namsan. Huangdong Village was the residential area for Japanese during the Japanese occupation of Korea. Therefore, you can still find Japanese-style houses here and there. Few houses are now turned into cafes and hotels, so you can experience Japanese architecture here in Huangdong Village. We've tried 2 cafes and both are nice. We're able to see the architecture of Japan. Hotel that we stayed at was excellent. The owner renovated the house the way it preserves the original architecture. It is sad history, but it is still part of history for Korea. So I think it is important to preserve such buildings to remember the history. They used to have Japanese shrine in Huangdong Village. Now it's gone. The stairway that leads to the shrine is still there. The government built the inclined elevator there, so now they have easy access to Huangdong Village. There are many cafes and restaurants where you can observe Huangdong Village. We recommend you to try a restaurant or cafe with the amazing view of Huangdong Village. Huangdong Village was built by people from northern side of Korea when we became independent from Japan. Haebang means liberation. So they built many northern style houses in Huangdong Village. Now those houses are gone and it is becoming popular among Westerners because it is close to US military base. There are many bars and restaurants that serve Western food. So we tried the hamburger. And we also went to Korean pork barbecue restaurant. And yes, pork barbecue is always delicious. Yongsan was once occupied by Japanese as their military base during the Japanese occupation of Korea. And after Korean War, the USA built their military base in Yongsan. Location of Yongsan being the center of Seoul is so important that US military base has moved to other region and Korean government is returning the area to its citizens. War Memorial. This is the museum about the war. You can learn about all kinds of war that Korea has been through. You can learn about the most revered hero of Korea, Admiral Lee Sun-shin, and his turtle ships. Main part of the museum is about Korean War that broke out in 1950. Good exhibition with 3D and 4D theaters will definitely help you understand the Korean War. It's a museum, but at the same time it is a very important place to remember the sacrifices of those who died during the war. Government holds ceremony regularly to commemorate those who sacrificed their lives for Korea. National Museum of Korea is the largest museum in Korea. You can find all kinds of treasures throughout the entire Korean history. From golden crowns from Shilla dynasty, golden ornaments from Baekje dynasty, mural painting from Goguryeo dynasty, and Celadon potteries from Goryeo dynasty. Most importantly, you can see the most beautifully made Buddha statues in Korea. Words can explain the beauty of these statues of Buddha. If you're lost, don't worry. This robot will help you find the location. And food court at the museum was terrific. Yongsan Family Park was once part of US military base. It was actually a golf course until 1992. Recently, government opened a military apartment complex where citizens can freely go and see the exhibition of the plan of Yongsan Park. And citizens can also see the life of US military personnel inside the building. Itaewon is next to US military base, so there are many shops and restaurants for Westerners. We tried the steakhouse. Itaewon is now becoming a place where Koreans come and experience the Western culture, such as Halloween. Can you believe this crowd during the Halloween? It was impossible to walk. Seoul Central Mosque opened in 1976. It is located in Hannam-dong next to Itaewon. President Park Chung-hee offered the Korean Muslim Federation land on which to build a proper mosque as a gesture of goodwill. In 1973, during the first oil shock, the government engaged in a broad diplomatic campaign to build closer economic and business relations with the oil-producing countries. The effort succeeded in helping Korean construction companies to secure their contracts. There are many halal restaurants near the mosque. We tried the Korean halal food, and the food was excellent. There is a Han River Park near Yongsan. There is a bridge with waterfalls and the floating island. Overall, we recommend Yongsan for those who are interested in Korean War, history, museum, and Mountain Namsan. Okay, thank you. Bye.